Hey guys, welcome to our review of Ultraman Rube RB, episode 16. As always, I'm your host, Stratos. Here with me today we have
The Cinder Blaze.
my dude. Welcome back. We took a little bit of a break, but hey, we're back. We just watched the episode, and I thought it was a good time. This seemed more like an episode of Status Quo. I didn't quite get as much as I wanted from this new antagonist. She's a bit stoic, and a lot of the stuff just goes whoo over my head.
Exactly.
Yeah, and like I know we're supposed to be like analyzing this and like getting into the nitty gritty and stuff, but like it's not like her as a villain doesn't grab me as much as Aizen as a villain, just because he had such big, grandiose motivations and
I think his motivation was a lot more understandable,
yeah,
especially since this is like a anniversary, not an anniversary, but it's one of those series that kind of has like not cameos, but fuck, what am I thinking? It's like a Gokaiger where they have like the forms from like the past
I mean,
as
I
well.
feel like they do that all the time because the last one he fused powers in order to make his happen. So again, it's that thing of like I think Ultraman is more like interconnected than
Yeah,
said
but like
RRR in a
regardless,
sense.
like as Tokusatsu fans, we can kind of like appreciate like Aizen's kind of personality a lot more.
Yeah.
Like that kind of obsession with like the heroes themselves and trying
Mm-hmm.
to like be
Yeah.
that hero. That is something that's really easy for us to grasp. This alien chick, we can't like really tell what her motivation is. Like she's obviously hiding it
Mm-hmm.
because she probably has some like grand scheme. But like
Yeah.
even for her her minute like actions, I don't really understand them.
Yeah.
It's not like
And
she's like a exaggerated human. She's something else entirely.
yeah, and like I can't like even if we get a reveal later on, I don't know that it's actually going to bring any sort of new context to her actions outside of like, oh hey, that's why she wanted to take over Eisencorp. And like getting rid of Isaac because what he represented, what his motivations were so interesting and so compelling as a villain. You know, wanting to be a hero and losing sight of what that means, and then being shown what that means, and ultimately having those ideals challenged and met with real heroes.
Yeah.
That's basically how I saw that arc going. But I feel like we're adding this sort of new antagonist in so that possibly we could get some sort of like redemption arc for Aizen as he learns what a real hero is about, or he just becomes that like really weird anti-hero guy.
Yeah.
And like, I don't want to use this. I don't want to use this comparison, but kind of like Dan, except like better.
Like honestly, I feel like Aizen might not come back for quite a while right now
Yeah.
because that original like parasite that was within him kind of got erased.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe like that character type kind of infects like some other person, which I
Mm-hmm.
doubt would happen. But like for the time being, like he's biking across the world. Like
Mm-hmm.
that
Yeah.
character himself is just kind of gone.
Like, no, hold on. Biking across the world. You can only get so far on a bike in Japan.
I don't know. Like maybe he like takes a ship to like Antarctica, and he's technically going around the world, just like I don't know, who cares? Y- One thing like that's really gonna suck about like losing Aizen is we
Everything.
don't. Well, yeah, but one thing that's really great about him as a villain is like he gave a place for the Ultraman to kind of grow,
Yeah.
and I'm not sure if this chick is gonna do anything besides just give him like multiple like challenges a day. One good thing, however, is she's kind of like attached herself to Asahi, and like
Mm-hmm.
their interactions aren't the best, but because she's kind of like forced to have character interactions, I feel like it will in the long run make her a little bit more sympathetic of a character.
Yeah.
Like if we don't understand her, at least we'll like somewhat care about her.
Yeah, and like her motivations seem a little weird. Like, in order to get to somewhere good, you have to go through hell, And I don't know what the end goal is here. Why do we have to go through this bad in order? What good is she trying to get to? And like, is it compelling enough of a reason? We haven't really been given a reason to care just yet. And really, it's all sort of coming from Asahi and like her softening her heart.
Yeah.
And we did sort of like shift everything back and say like, oh hey, we're putting the family back into the status quo. Things are changed, things are different, but we largely want to keep it the same. We still have an overarching like story going on with Asahi, but like we're not really changing that core family dynamic again.
Yeah.
We're like putting it back into place as much as they can.
Yeah. And I feel like that's good for like a episode writing perspective, because like if there's like way too many variables going around, it'll probably get a little bit like muddled. So them just kind of like having that like strong base would kind of like help, because like especially with all the random stuff that Suru is doing, like I would rather like Asahi kind of be kind of like grounded, just so she can help the our antagonist get grounded herself in a way.
Yeah.
And she's kind of like slowly doing that, like she's kind of like beating her down with positivity. She's kind of like working, like rejecting it super hard. And I don't know, maybe like she'll break them, but at least like it's giving Asahi something to do as well. So,
and like I don't quite understand what the writers and or directors and or actor is going for with the portrayal of Asahi, because what she is doing seems either like maybe weak writing or isn't supposed to seem human. And I don't know which one they want us to land on. Are we supposed to take this person as a human face value? Because a few episodes ago we had people like looking at her weird and thinking she's kind of awkward. Maybe that's something that she's not human. There's a divide, or she has regular friends. Like just regular ass people. Is she supposed to be a regular people?
I don't know. Like we know some weird ass people in real life. So.
Fair enough. That's a good point. Yeah, you know what? That is a good. Yeah, no, that point is entirely out of the window. Hey guys, that's about it for us today. But hey, episode 17 is out on Color Timer Subs Twitter page, so go ahead and follow that. And tomorrow we're going to be doing our watch along and review. So go ahead, if you are so inclined, please check it out. And today is going to be our review of one of the episodes of Gridman that we're catching up on. And then Lupat and Geo, the watch alongs. Those are going up today. And tomorrow, they're going to be reviews for those. So do it. Keep it juicy.
See ya.
Alright. I think I found a loophole to having to watch Ultraman now. Are you free tomorrow?
Yes, because I don't have class tomorrow.
Perfect! Alright, so we can do